everybody. Okay, so I'm going to be doing a 12-minute about yoga stretch, and hopefully you'll be able to hear me. I do need to get a mic, but we will do the best we can today. I do have beautiful scenery, so sorry if you kind of get a little blinded, but the sun is going down. You see a beautiful sunset behind me. Yeah, so let's get going. Let's sit back, roll your shoulders back, hands on your knees, and let's take some nice deep breaths. First and foremost, we always want to make sure that we're breathing to calm our bodies and to get ready for our practice. And in this moment, if you would like to set an intention for the rest of your day, or if you're doing this in the morning for the rest of your beautiful day or the rest of your night, that would be great. Okay, so for today's practice, sorry, there's gonna be bugs all over. I'm in Minnesota. Bugs. Okay, so for this practice, we're gonna start with neck rolls, and we'll do it. Place your head down, neck rolls to the right, roll it back down, and go to the left. About 4 each side. Make sure your shoulders are still down and away from your ears. And last one. Okay, so now we're gonna push out, lay out your right leg. Sorry, you can't see all of it. And then we're gonna do a side stretch. Lean over, make sure to keep your shoulder back. Stretch as far as you can. And if you're up here, that's fine. Down here, whatever works best for you. We don't want to hurt ourselves. Okay, and then we're gonna do what we call a baby wild thing. Lift up and do a front stretch in the front part of your body. Then we're gonna come back around and face towards our leg this time. So we want to position our torso towards our leg. Then we're going to lay down. Take a few deep breaths in this position. One more deep breath. We want to come back up and let's switch sides. So first, we're going to bend to our side. Again, you don't have to go as far as I'm going. You can start up here down here, whatever works best. I have a mosquito right in front of me. Again, make sure your shoulder is back. Nice side body stretch along your right side. Okay, then we're gonna come back up, do a baby wild thing on the other side. Put your hand down, lift up. And then come back down. Then we're gonna face our left leg. So make sure you spin your torso towards your left leg and you go down. And this is more of a passive stretch. So we're not making sure our back is straight. It's okay if it leans over a little. Take about 3 more deep breaths. And again, if you can't get as low, it's totally fine. Okay, so we're gonna come back up and we're actually gonna get into downward dog. So it's important when you're going into downward dog, you start on with a tabletop position. Make sure your spine is straight. Move your hands out just a few inches in front of you. Tuck your toes under and lift up. Now it's okay if your heels don't touch the ground. And we want to pedal out our feet a little bit. And if this is hard for you, it is okay if you bend your knees a little. So then we're gonna walk up to the top of our mat. Make sure to have your knees bent. And we're gonna do ragdoll fold. So ragdoll fold, you can just leave your hands out or you can hold on to your elbows. All right, now we're gonna straddle our mat. So make sure to come out in a full straddle, legs far apart. We're gonna bend down. Make sure when you're bending, sorry bugs, that your torso is tucked, your back is straight, and then you forward fold. We don't wanna injure ourselves. So now we're gonna grab the opposite arm to the opposite leg. We're gonna reach our arm up. And if you can't do that, you can come on and just do it this way. Then we go to the other side. We're gonna do it one more time. All right, and now we're gonna go into Skandasana, which means you come down in a lunge position, straddling. It's called Skandasana. So we can either stay here, or if this is way too much for you, you can come up here and stretch. We'll take about 3 breaths here. Okay, let's switch to the other side. Again, if that's way too much for you, just come up here on up higher. Two more breaths. Okay, last one. Now we're gonna go into the yogi squat, which is we bend our knees and we come down into a squat. Now this might be too much. You can always stay up here. And if you notice, my feet are out, my heels are in. And you come down to the squat and you push your elbows against your knees. This position is really good. You want to make sure your torso is tucked. Two more breaths. And next one, we're gonna lift, push our arm out and lift up. We'll do it to each side. One more breath, and then we're gonna go into puppy pose. Puppy pose is where you come into tabletop and you lower your body towards the ground. You want to keep your torso tucked, your arms forward, and your chest to the ground. Okay, and now we're gonna do cobra pose. Cobra is where you place your hands down and you lift up. Make sure your shoulders are back. Now child's pose. You can make it to where your toes are touching, your big toes are touching, and you come down to the floor, head onto the mat. Two more breaths. And to end class, we're gonna come to a seated position. And I will give you an amazing quote for the night. Sometimes it takes courage to feel loved around you, even from within. If you're full of fear or sorrow, there's no space for love. It takes courage to let go of fear and open up. Hope for more, risk a little more, breathe deep and close your eyes. It feels like joy. That, dear one, is love coming to fill you up. Now let's all place our hands at the front of our chest. Take a deep breath. Thank you for coming. Namaste. Have a beautiful rest of your day, and I look forward to another lovely yoga or workout with you. Thank you.